my calling is a little bit to be as a John the Baptist, to stand next to Christ, to, at the human element, purify her for Christ, for his second coming, or for the triumph of the Immaculate Heart of Mary. And so the life is a hermit for me to do that: prayer, penance, reading, writing, podcasting, blogging, pro-life stuff. It probably works pretty well, and that way I'm not getting in arguments with the Susans of the parish councils in the parish and stuff. So for anyone who hasn't seen Jocko Willink, as Dr. Marshall said, he's an ex-Navy SEAL, and he was in a firefight in 2006 that really went south. They lost a couple of their Iraqi friendlies, a couple wounded Navy SEALs, and then they had either their commander or admiral show up to Iraq, and they said to them, "What went wrong here?" One of the SEALs stood up and said, "It was my fault because X, Y, and Z happened." And then another SEAL stood up and said, "No, it was my fault because P, Q, and R happened." And then another SEAL said, No. It was my fault because A, B, and C happened." And as I was watching this, I thought, wow, the USCCB is meeting about this sex summit right now. What if the bishops responded like that?
There was only one person to blame, and that person was me. I am the commander. I am the senior man on the battlefield, and I am responsible for everything that happens.
But it's such a lesson for us to see in this extreme ownership that men want to see men, as I said earlier, own their mistakes, not just their virtues.
What Bishop Barron should have said is, well, Ben Shapiro, you're a practicing Jew. How's that going? Are you 100% on fulfilling the law of Moses? That's how you do evangelism. You say, look, Christ, the Messiah, came because, first for the Jew, then for the Gentile, because it is impossible to please God through the Mosaic law.
That's exactly what Paul
and
said.
then now you're in Galatians and Romans.
Exactly. That's what I was
with
thinking.
With an Orthodox practicing Jew having a real conversation about Jesus Christ as Mashiach, the Messiah. Not just, well, Vatican II and, you know, privileged way. And it's just diplomatic. And like you said, in the last 50 years, it's all about the loopholes and not about the substance. Baptism is how you enter into the new Israel, who is not just a tablet of stone, who is a person. And he kept the law perfectly. And by entering into his person, you keep the law perfectly. You're justified. And how you get in contact with him? Baptism. Right. And now we can start talking about hypostatic union and how we're now united to the partakers of the divine nature by being a part of his human nature. Boom. We are off to the races with incarnational mystical theology, Council of Trent, everything. It's beautiful.
But if baptism washes away the really gross genetic reality that original sin is, then that's our launching point to this divinization that you were mentioning.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is the whole point of being Catholic.
Exactly.
I mean, it is this mystical life hidden in Christ, hidden in the Trinity. And then having that forever.
Benedictus et omnipotentis Patris Filii Spiritus Sancti descendet super vos et manet semper. Amen.